¿Oyes el jaleo?
Just letting you guys feel some of the sights and sound. Let this sink in if this is your first time on the D-Spot channel. As always, my name is Diego. This is D-Spot. Today, this spot being El Diagonal, one of the main streets in Barcelona. I was coming down from Sarriá, biking down to town to give you guys an update on the situation. And I was confronted with the people, manifestations going on today in Barcelona. And I thought I'd pop up and take some of you guys' questions right here. As I said before, if you're new to the channel, welcome to D-Spot, the best place for Barça news, giving you guys closer to the action than any other YouTube channel out there. Subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, share this video. Ask me your questions. This is the Q&A, the Q&A to the post-match of Fútbol Club Barcelona Las Palmas. Of course, like I said in my last video, era lo de menos that day. It didn't really matter what happened because football was in the background. Today, guys, the aftermath of what happened on October 1st. The whole city is in protest today. Nobody is working, at least the majority of the people are not. No transport, all the streets are closed, highways have been blocked. The few stores that were open have been basically pressured to close. And that's it, guys. So like I said, this is the Q&A live session I wanted to give you guys. And so go ahead and pop in your questions as I need to kind of understand where I'm going here. Because police are telling me to get the hell off the street. Let me just make way a little bit. I thought I'd give you guys a perspective on what it is today. I wanted to keep it football, but it's near impossible right now. I can go. With the manifestantes behind me, we're driving down the Diagonal. I'm on my bike. So what can I say about the mood here in the city? There's still a lot of anger. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of sadness. And today, a lot of people have come out in the streets protesting the violence that we saw take place on Sunday. Disproportionate, absolutely unjustifiable violence against a peaceful people that wanted to get their voices heard. Was the referendum illegal? Yes, it was. Does the Catalan government in Puigdemont need to assume some of the blame and responsibility? In my opinion, they do. They most certainly do, because they got a group of people, the innocent people, riled up, that all they wanted to do was to voice their opinion, make their voices heard, get their vote in for an independent state or not. Don't forget that a lot of the people that went out to vote as well was to simply cast the vote, the right to vote, exactly what Piqué was demanding, was asking for, simply the right to vote whether or not Catalunya should be an independent state. Again, I applaud that. I am for a referendum. Let me make that absolutely 100% clear. I see Johnny Carlos saying puta España. Johnny Carlos, please don't say those things, because it shows a lack of knowledge if you go out and make those kind of claims. You have to understand that this referendum was not a legal referendum, guys. It was not done according to the Spanish Constitution or the Catalan one, for that matter. It was pushed forward with a very clear agenda. Unfortunately, that's what I said. The people that had to pay the price were the innocent people who simply wanted to let their voices heard. but politicians from both sides need to be blamed here. Not only the central government, which of course was disproportionate and extremely wrong. And I blame Rajoy heavily. I've never been a backer of the Partido Popular, the PP. I'm a left-wing. My political views are left-wing, socialist views. Probably is my Dutch side. But when you say things like a lot of the stuff, a lot of anger that is geared towards Spain as a country, that's unjustified and unmeasured as well, because this referendum needs to take place without a question of a doubt, but it needs to take place correctly, legally, according to its constitution. Does the constitution is it a bit outdated and needs to change in some aspects? Sure, like so many. Look at the US with the Second Amendment. Spain is no exception. It's a lot older country, although it's a newer democracy. Let's not forget that. Absolutely true. Anyway, guys, as the two groups meet here, the Diagonal meet with La Calle Balmes, as official niche is saying, the gay rights flag. It's not a gay rights flag, but more of a peace flag. Bueno, vamos a seguir. Let me find a good spot here. The clapping is for the people joining the two groups manifestando, protesting or joining. That's what the applause is for. Let me see if I can turn the camera around so you guys can get some better images. Pasa. All right. We're still going this way, guys. Don't worry about me keeping safe. I see Sheldon saying keep safe. It's an absolutely peaceful protest. On the contrary to what would happen on Sunday, this is a peaceful protest. People, again, manifesting against the police violence, the police brutality that we saw, as well as independence for Catalunya. I just wanted to let you guys know as well that not everybody in Catalunya is for the independence of Catalunya. In the past, it's been about, I would say, a third when times were bad, wanted the independence of Catalunya, and now in times of crisis, in times of crisis, it's a good half, perhaps, of the population. So don't forget that neither, because there's also a lot of manifestations going on in the city in favor to remain in Spain, and they are a lesser loud group of Catalans and not as well represented. The local government, the Generalitat, of course, headed by Puigdemont, is from the PDeCAT, right? Or the CIU. I forget what the partido is called. They keep changing their name, but the main partido in charge is for the independence of Catalunya. That they make up 48% of the vote here. I think that's important for everybody to remember during times of so much tension. Because Catalonia is not only black or white, it's black and white. And all sides need to be taken into consideration here. Let me see if I can find a spot real quick so I can take some of your questions. I doubt much of it will be related to Barça. Of course, Piqué heavily being criticized by the fans as well. Another more extremism, just absolutely unjustified, ridiculous what Piqué has to put up with for simply merely wanting to express, have the right to express his opinion and the right to express his vote. And that, of course, needs to take place. As I see Shankal saying, yo, bro. Jacko War saying, hey, Diego. Moares saying, my man, Diego, what's going on, guys? Sarah Salapur's sad couple of days. What's going on, Sarah? It's good to see you in this. Finally be able to catch you on the live chat. Hope that you'll be joining Barça Blaugrana soon. Saying a sad couple days for Barcelona without. Very sad. Jack was saying thank you for that video. Johnny Carlos saying was watching Better Call Saul, but D is streaming. Johnny Carlos not watching porn for a change. That's we're making progress, guys. Afnan is saying, are you supporting pro or anti-separatists? I'm for neither extreme. My personal belief is that Catalunya is better off not as a separate republic. In times of crisis, the economical crisis, employment here is still very low, and the uncertainty of what would happen with this current government in Catalonia frightens me more than the prospect of us remaining in Spain, which is why I am in favor or one of the reasons I should say why I am in favor of Catalonia remaining to be part of Spain. I think me, again, personally speaking, I don't believe in creating borders. Believe in taking away questions. Sorry, guys, I just realized I had my finger in front. View. Of what's coming at behind me. Nitiya has joined in the chat. Has Catalunya declared independence? No, they have not. Even though Puigdemont, the president of Catalunya, has said that he's determined to be on the roadmap to declare independence, that will not happen because it's just simply not that easy. There's no independence button that he can click to just declare from one day to the next, particularly with an illegitimate referendum. That will not happen. Visca Catalunya says Leo Marsmith. No hay ninguna duda. Visca Catalunya, eso sí. Siempre. Muy bien. Iniesta has a good rest. Find some football-related news. Bueno, let me just show you guys what is up ahead. I can switch the camera, right? As you see, this is where Avenida Diagonal meets. Anyways, let me see if I can find a spot where we can talk a little bit of football. But I thought it'd be a good moment for you guys to show you guys some of this. Like I always say, D-Spot getting you guys closer to the action than any YouTube channel out there. It usually is Barça-related action. Today, more manifestations. People letting their voices heard in a peaceful manner. As I see that I keep dropping out, it's probably people and it's not fun spot. I'm getting my as well. Let me flip the camera. Let me get to your questions as well. While in the meantime, I'll show you guys some of the sounds what's going on in Barcelona capital today. To get back to your questions, I know that Gianni Carlos was saying something. I want to. Iniesta has a good rest. Thankfully, guys, Iniesta will rest the 10 days. So let's see if it or Critico finally some good competition. Ala Madrid stay strong. Diego Love from Madrid, and thanks so much for that. In moments like this, I think we need the love coming from everywhere, because what Real Madrid decided to do on the day of the match, flags everywhere, as well as what the Partido Popular of Madrid decided to tweet out. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet. It was a picture of the Bernabeu with a picture of the Camp Nou empty and a picture of the Bernabeu full with the Spanish flags, and they were saying something along the lines of, one country, two different ways. Algo inútil. Guys, that's what I'm here for, the Q&A. As King Misan is saying, hey, Diego, can you explain why Catalunya wants to separate from Spain? Ooh, you hit the nail on the head there. Excellent question. And there's two reasons. There's the political reason. There's those that think that the central government is stealing from Catalunya, that Catalunya would be better off as an independent republic. And there are those that wish the independence of Catalunya from Spain due to cultural and historic reasons. There's either a combination of that, it's for both reasons, it's for either or the other. But that, in short, is the reason why many want Catalunya to separate from Spain. Sorry for the lag. Like I said, there's a lot here, and that usually messes up with the connection. Beating up old people is not okay. Fuck Spain. The reaction of the national police, la Guardia Civil y la Policía Nacional was passionate, unjustifiable, violent, and despicable. But an entire country does not need to. The image of an entire country should not rest upon what the police do. This happens all the time in other countries as well. I'm not justifying it. I'm merely saying that Spain should not have to suffer for what the police decide to do in an action of